lab, and why is this not allowing me to talk? That's twice it's cut off. So I'm just sitting here in the lab, and I've got monitors all the way around me, and all of a sudden on the monitor I see a huge bright light just go by over the fire volcano in Guatemala. Holy crap. Speaking of which, that just happened. That's happening right now. Why is this going wonky? So anyway, wow, this is live and it's lagging and sputtering. It doesn't do this. What's going on? So anyway, I'm sitting here and all of a sudden this huge bright light just goes flying across the screen, and then 6 other little lights, just one at a time, 2 at a time, go flying across. I've been sitting here for the last, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just looking at all these lights going across the sky. So of course I'm tracking it. The volcano's right there. This is Flight Radar 24. You can see there's only 2 jets in the sky, and they're going away from the volcano. And these lights I'm seeing are going back and forth. They're going right to left, left to right, up to down, down to up. So I'm, of course, thinking Starlink. So I found this. Where is Starlink right now? Well, there's Guatemala right there. And so we see Starlink on the right and left side, and it's not even passing over it. Now, I realize Starlink is supposedly transiting all over. So why there's only like 5 or 6 vectors for Starlink, I don't know. I'm a little suspicious of that. Why does this say I've got a slow connection? This shouldn't be happening at all. Okay, I'm going to turn off my Wi-Fi. See if that does better. If my phone will let me turn off the Wi-Fi. No Wi-Fi. So we're just going to watch the screen for a second, because these little buggers are just flying around. And I'm not the first one to notice this, or even the first place on the planet where this has been seen. And it's probably Starlink and or satellites, but holy crap, it is amazing to watch. Because I usually just watch this monitor for the fire volcano, because some of the eruptions are just spectacular. But then there's all these little guys just flying across the screen. Yeah, like that. That's actually a pretty small eruption. It may look big, but compared to the ones I've seen that fill up the entire screen and put illumination on the entire cone of the volcano, that was pretty small. But we're going to stay on here. We're going to do this live until we get some more of these little guys popping across. Because one of them, and I screen recorded them all. I have them. If anybody's really interested, send me your email and I'll email them out to you. Or you can just get on this website. This is just a YouTube channel. This is Afar TV. And here's the actual, it's live now, 24/7, Fuego Volcano, eruption in 4K Ultra HD, Guatemala. Just go to YouTube and type in Fire Volcano or Live Cam Volcano and go to that one. And you can watch it. And you can actually scroll back. In fact, I'm thinking I'll just do that. See if I can find some of these guys. Oh, there's one. See that guy? Here, let me back that up a little bit. See? Whee! I am ascending. Okay, we're going to back it up, back it up. So what caught my eye is there was something that big right there that just flew across the screen. It was huge. And then there was 6 others that came with him. There's one. There's another one. So this is not live. You can see I've just backed it up 15, 20, 30 minutes. Holy crap. Wow, look at those guys. Do you see that? Look, 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 look. There's one. There's another one. This has to be Starlink, right? Okay, backing up, backing up. Wow, there's some more. These are not the same 2 from a few seconds ago. There's another one right at the top. Oh, two more. Look at this. I mean, the trajectory is just screaming out satellites, but they're different. Let's back up a little more. Nice eruption. There comes another one. Left side, going right through, right behind the plume. Right there. Oh, another one up there. They don't always go from left to right. Sometimes they will come up, go straight up. I've had one go exactly vertical. I haven't seen any come down that I can remember. Of course, that's probably wrong. We'll probably see one coming down now. Okay, backing up, backing up. Wow. There we go. Two more in there. Look at those guys. One right there. One right there. Goodness sakes. So there was a kid on TikTok who was freaking out, kind of. I hope I'm not freaking out. I'm definitely excited. But he was freaking out because he was looking at a live cam up in Canada. It was looking north. This is also looking north, but it's, like I said, down in Guatemala. There's one right there going up and to the right. I'm sorry, up and to the left. Backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. And you can see the star field is rotating up. Hopefully you can see it. But, I mean, if this video is crap, just get on YouTube and go to this live cam, and you can just scroll back and see it yourself. Oh, nice little eruption. Little baby one. Backing up, backing up, backing up. Backing up. But like I said, I've got videos of the most spectacular ones. One even kind of changed direction. He was starting to come down, then he kind of went over, and then he went down. It's kind of hard to see, but it literally looked like he changed directions. I'm going to verify that because it's probably my excitement that is seeing it wrong. So I'm going to pull that video up and put a ruler on it and see if the trajectory actually changed. My guess is that it doesn't. There's one. Okay, backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. Good grief. One right there. It's going to go behind the volcano right there. I just backed it up again. But look at that guy. Look at that guy. I don't know where he came from. He just shot out. Look how fast he's going. Okay, we're going to back him up because let's see if we can catch him on the other side of the volcano. I do not see anything. If it's that same guy, holy crap, talk about change direction and speed up. But I mean, that guy right there didn't appear on this side of the volcano at all. But guys, look at this. Look. That's the current flight radar. Granted, I've backed up 15 minutes, but I mean, the volcano is right here where my finger is. There's just nothing in the air down there. Okay, let's go back to this. Backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. When I say backing up, I'm hitting the back key. You can see that I'm actually scrolling back. It's going back in 5-second intervals. There's one. There's another one. Oh, was that a speedy one at the bottom? It snuck past too? I think it was. Let's see if he comes out the other side. Yeah, there he goes. Meow. Wow. That's a bright one. Backing up, backing up. There he is. That's the bright one again. There's another one. There's, wow. Goodness sakes. Another one. But look at the trajectory. These are all diving into the I mean, I don't think they're literally diving into the volcano, but, you know, from a point of view, it looks like they're going behind the volcano. Wow. Let's back up and see where that guy comes from. Okay, that guy actually looks like he comes out of the volcano. I doubt if he is. Watch. Meow. Dun, da, 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 da. But the one that caught my eye was, like I said, it was as bright as this guy right here. Same shape, too. Backing up, backing up. Like I said, there's the current Starlink map. There's Guatemala. Are you telling me that these are the guys that we're seeing? Because they're all traveling, they would be traveling from south to north, southwest to northeast, but we're seeing lights coming in from every direction. This camera is looking north, by the way. Okay, backing up some more. Backing up, backing up, backing up. Backing up, backing up. And forgive me if I missed them. I've got a lot of these recorded. I've been, like I said, been watching this for the better part of an hour. There's another one. So that one would actually be traveling southwest. There's another one. Again, southwest. Good grief. Backing up, backing up. There he is. There's another one. Backing up, backing up. Goodness sakes. Okay, so this is kind of awkward backing up. I'm going to back it up even more. Oh, no, that's too far. Sky's still light. Oh, okay. Watch this huge eruption. This is pretty good. Wait for it. Wait for it. You believe that there's a resort about 7 to 12 kilometers away at the base of this thing? I don't know if I would feel safe at that resort. That can't be quiet. There's no sound on this camera, but that can't be quiet. There's no way that's just going burp. That's got to be kablam. That is spectacular. Okay, so now I'm going to scroll forward. Actually, I might go back a little bit because I think the first big view that I saw was right before this big explosion. Okay, actually, I got to double check that because you got to see this big bird that flew by. And I don't mean an actual bird. I'm talking about this UAP. Okay, backing up, backing up, backing up. Come on. Let's see, where are you? Okay, there's one. Backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. Let's see. Oh, come on. Backing up. Where are you, big bird? Well, if I don't find it here in the next few minutes, I will just post that video to Facebook. There's one. Look at that guy. And now he doesn't disappear. There's a lot of clouds here, and some of them are the volcanic clouds. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Okay, oh my goodness, look at them all. Look at them all. Look at them all. Okay, let's find the big bird. Where are you, buddy? You got to be right around here somewhere. Okay, I'm just going to let it play now. Okay, here we go. So even if this isn't the section where the big one, oh, there he is. There he is. Look at that guy. Look at how he, hold on, I got to back that up. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That is freaking huge. Freaking huge. So I saw that. That's what caught my eye, right? And then there goes one right there. There goes one down there. So that's 3 so far, just in the space of, there's another one. Check the trajectory. It's a little different than this one up here. That's 4. And he's just going behind the clouds. There's 5 up there. Another one, 6, 7. See, they go behind the volcano and then come out. That's just 7, just right there. That's what caught my eye. And that's what made me scramble and hit the screen record. And if you don't know how to do screen record, here's a little lesson. Hit Windows, hit Alt, and hit R. You can see I have mine painted, so I never forget that. Windows hit, sometimes you have to hit it 2 or 3 times for it to do it. But there will be a little bar that appears on your screen and it'll tell you that it's recording, and then it'll go into your captures folder. But holy crap. Is it Starlink? I don't know, man. Because there's stuff flying in all sorts of different trajectories. Is it planes? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's pretty spectacular. But like I said, anybody can get on right now. Just go to YouTube, and there's a bunch of different ways to find it. The actual name of the video is Live. It's right here. Live Now 24-7 Fuego Volcano Eruption in 4K Ultra HD brackets Guatemala. That's the live one. It's from Afar TV, and you'll see that in a second as soon as it goes there. Oh, and there's another one going right across. Thank you for that. Afar TV 10/22/25. So, holy cow. Pretty cool. If this is a camera catching satellites at night, I want that camera. That's cool. Okay, I just went back to the live feed, and it looks like we just missed a volcano, so I'm going to back it up a little bit. Or we missed a volcano. We missed an eruption. I want to see this one. It's not huge, but it's probably pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's pretty. Honey, the neighbors are spitting fire again. All right. So anyway, that's one of the things that I do down here in my lab. And since we're down here in the lab, I got to show you this other experiment I've been working on, and I will post a video to my YouTube channel shortly. But you got to look at this. This is pretty cool. So this is my little vacuum chamber, right? The vacuum gauge, lid comes off. So what's this thing inside it? This is an electroscope. Now you've played with these. What you do is you rub a glass rod with fur, and then you wipe it on top of this, and it makes those little leaves. We call them leaves. They're just little pieces of tinfoil. They make them expand, okay? So what I have found out from Professor Andre Assis in Sao Paulo, Brazil, is that things that we think of as conductors and insulators are not. So things like wood and rubber we think of as insulators. They're not. They are conductors. So to do this experiment properly, I have used plastic, and plastic is a good insulator. So the electroscope is sitting on top of a little plastic brick, and the entire vacuum chamber is sitting on 4 plastic bricks. So it's completely isolated. But is it? Here is my Van de Graaff generator. It looks like a little lightsaber toy, and it is a toy. I got it on Amazon for like 30 bucks. But it's been extremely useful because it literally spits out electrons, or what we call negative charge. So watch the leaves. I'm going to hit the button right here. It's going to start a rubber band spinning in there and just cause electrons to come off it. Watch those little plates in there. Here we go. There they go. They're nice and charged up. Okay? Now, here's where it starts to get interesting. I didn't touch the electroscope at all. In fact, if you look very carefully, you'll see the electroscope is not touching anything. It's not touching the top of the chamber. So that charge, everybody, is passing through empty space, or as I like to call it, dark mode plasma. The charge is going through the box, through the beaker, and charging that. Now, if that's not cool enough, watch this. This is a lighter. It's piezoelectric propane charger. Watch the leaves. I'm sitting about 6 inches away from the chamber, from the vacuum chamber. Watch. Yeah, that. You did just see that. It literally just discharged those just a little bit. Isn't that crazy? I mean, look where I'm pointing the flame. I'm pointing the flame that way. And it discharged them. That electric field on that electroscope is just saying, I don't care what's in the way. I don't care that I'm behind a glass jar and a Lexan or whatever, or a plexiglass box. I don't care. Look at that. Look at that. It did it again. That charge field is out here, and it's being manipulated by the flame. Now you can say, well, maybe it's just the piezoelectric discharge. It's not. I have tried it. I have little candles. I have candles on a stick. And I can bring the candles right next to it too, and it will discharge it. Watch. Oh, let's see. I'm going to have to get this. Okay. Let's get them nice and big and charged again. Oh, I think the flame's still too close. Look at that. Look at that. There it goes. There it goes. Look at that. Completely just discharged it. Now, if you think that's maybe my hand, look. Nothing. Here, let me charge it up again. It's not my hand. Because the hand will discharge it. If I touch the top of this, watch. See, there it goes. There it goes. But if I just wave it in front like the fire, it doesn't discharge. What do we learn from that? Dark mode plasma is everywhere. It's all around us. If you read in textbooks and if you look online, it'll say, oh, dark mode plasma just exists in Crookes tubes and in the ionosphere. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. This, all the stuff around us, this is dark mode plasma. Dark mode plasma allows charge to take on very specific shapes and travel all around. And as you just saw, it doesn't give a rat's ass about what's in its way. It probably does, but in that little experiment, glass beaker and plexiglass box, it doesn't care. That field charge went right through it. That's pretty cool. Enjoy.